Hi all, my name is Avinash and I welcome you to my YouTube channel The Divine Spark. In our earlier video, we have identified the source of consciousness, energy and matter. Our consciousness is coming from a being of infinite consciousness, our energy from a being of infinite energy. The matter that we see is the manifestation of this infinite energy. We have known that there are no two different sources of consciousness and energy. The source is one and he is called Ishvara. Ishvara is one who possesses infinite consciousness, infinite energy, and infinite matter. But there is another aspect to the Supreme Being. Think, what if the Ishvara retrieves all his energy into himself? That is, all the infinite matter which is called Prakriti is returned or converted back to infinite energy called Shakti. That is, it is the state of great dissolution, isn't it? When the universe is completely dissolved or converted back to energy, and energy returns to its abode, Ishvara. This is also a state just before creation, isn't it? Just before creation, also, there is only Ishvara with all energy and all matter within him. Thus, what remains is Ishvara, Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra, who represent pure infinite consciousness and awareness. But when they choose to remain as pure consciousness, awareness, they are no more called by names as Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra. This is because these names implies that there is activity in infinite consciousness. Lord Brahma denotes the activity of creation, Lord Vishnu of maintenance, and Lord Rudra of dissolution. But when all creation and energy are retrieved back, there is no activity anymore in infinite consciousness. This is the aspect of pure consciousness where there are no names like Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra, and no activity as energy and matter are completely returned. This is the aspect of the Supreme Being that I wanted to present to you here. The Supreme Being of pure awareness and pure consciousness only. Thus, Ishvara as the Supreme Being has two aspects to him. In one, he is consciousness, energy, and matter, and in the other, he is just pure consciousness with all energy and matter returned to him and at absolute rest. When he is consciousness, energy, and matter, he is with names and forms, and he is called the Saguna Brahman, meaning with form, qualities, and attributes. And when he is just consciousness without names and forms, he is called Nirguna Brahman, that is, without form, qualities, or attributes. Brahman is the supreme God, undeniable and unquestionable. Revelation of the truth on existence is incomplete without the mention of Brahman. Brahman is Nirguna as infinite consciousness, and he is Saguna with Ishvara as infinite consciousness, energy, and matter. We have known Saguna Brahman as Ishvara in gods and goddesses of their incarnations from the Puranas, be it gods Krishna, Rama, Brahma, Vishnu, Ganapati, etc. Similarly, we have known the Shaktis of Ishvara as goddess Parvati, Lakshmi, Saraswati, etc. But in our effort to understand the existence, it is inevitable for us to know the nature of Nirguna Brahman. This is because questions like what prompted Nirguna Brahman, the formless Supreme Being, to express himself in a form as Saguna Brahman is as good as asking what is the purpose behind creation, isn't it? This is because Saguna Brahman is engaged always in creation, maintenance, and dissolution of the universe. Thus, when we understand the Nirguna Brahman, we will be in a better position to understand his intention behind the creation. Hence, in our next video, we will discuss the Supreme Being Nirguna Brahman. Stay tuned. Thank you.